What's going on, guys? This is the number one James Lee here, and today what I want to do is talk about why I don't want Zombie Chronicles 2. Now, if you haven't been on Twitter or YouTube or have been completely living under a rock for the past few days or maybe a week depending on when this video goes up, you would not have known that zombies and the launch of Call of Duty Vanguard with zombies and everything has been a complete dumpster fire fucking failure. Now, I know it sounds a bit too harsh to say they put no effort into this at all. I know at least 3 people went into making this mode, so I do want to give respect to those 3 people, but man, it is not going well. But on a serious note, I do know people like Treyarch, Sledgehammer Games, or whoever did go into making the zombies mode. Obviously, a majority of it, like, the workforce is obviously Treyarch Studios. I do know they're, like, probably being strongly pushed by Activision or everything, and, like, being stretched at thin and everything, and, like, pulled in 30 different directions to make things. So I do know, and I do want to cut them some slack on that part, knowing that they're probably being pulled in, like, 70 different directions to make, like, 40 different things. Like, probably content still for Cold War zombies, and now Vanguard zombies. Now they're working on their, like, or have been working on their own game for, I think, 2023. So I want to give that kind of disclaimer to say that I don't fully want to shit on Treyarch Studios and everything. I know I really did a lot in the past, but deep down I do understand that they're being very stretched, like, very thin with, like, development for, like, practically at this point 3 games, which I really hope a majority of that development time is going towards their own game in 2023, because man, if that sucks, I don't know what to do anymore. But on a serious note, let's hop into why I really don't want Zombie Chronicles 2 for either Black Ops, like, Cold War, or Vanguard zombies. Now, let's be perfectly honest. They don't have operators in Black Ops 3, so most likely Treyarch, Activision, Sledgehammer, whoever has, like, the final decision, most likely Activision, will launch Zombie Chronicles 2 and most likely Black Ops Cold War or Vanguard zombies, which both are fucking horrible choices, honestly. Because when Zombie Chronicles 1 launched, it had kind of like, this very simple style. Besides Gobblegums, it had a very simple style that was very similar to, like, the play style, the gameplay, and the general aesthetic of, like, all the old zombie maps that were featured in Zombie Chronicles 1. But I feel with Call of Duty Vanguard, with Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, the maps would be changed so fucking much, which is obviously practically spitting in the face of people who, 1, are zombies fans, 2, really want Zombie Chronicles, like, 2 and everything, and 3, basically people that, like, really praise Treyarch for how faithful they were to all, like, the OG maps in Black Ops 3 with Zombie Chronicles 1. Because in Black Ops 3 with Zombie Chronicles 1, the maps were very faithful. Like I said, like, earlier, and I think besides Gobblegums, the maps were very, very faithful to, like, the OGs. But for sure in Black Ops Cold War, Vanguard, they would switch the maps up so much. And honestly, really for the second reason, I know this is a very short video, but mainly because that's, like, there's not really many things to talk about besides these, like, main few points. But the next point is honestly operators. Now, I know there's a big 2-side controversy or kind of argument that's going on between, like, the zombies community now, or at least, like, the people that just joined the zombies community in Black Ops Cold War. I'm completely joking. Calm down, please. But I've been seeing a lot of people on kind of, like, the operators side of things saying that Treyarch and Activision, or more of obviously Activision, would charge, like, for the original crews as operators, which yet again, with, like, like many other things, practically, like, spitting in the faces of everyone who likes zombies and the OGs and Zombie Chronicles 1. Well, obviously in Zombie Chronicles 1, we just got the crews, we got the maps, we got everything that we could ever want. But in Zombie Chronicles 2, where they would most likely have us pay for, like, all the old crews, like the transit crew and all the other crews as operators, like obviously like the CIA, the CDC, and obviously, like, all the other people from the transit crew and anything, they'd probably have us pay for them as operators, which, man, I would feel like an extreme amount of, like, shit was just tossed down on me. Like, they really pissed in my face, and I do not like that. Because obviously with Zombie Chronicles 1, like I said before, we got the crews, the maps. Like I said, the only thing that was really changed around at all was honestly, like, the Gobblegums being added in. But man, I'm really scared for Zombie Chronicles 2, because obviously Vanguard Zombies right now is kind of on a downward spiral of bombing. Obviously I'll have, like, a pretty lengthy review out for the mode and everything eventually when I get, like, more bearings onto it. I'm on to, like, getting to the mastery camo of zombies, which, it isn't really that fun, but I'm gonna try my best, since obviously we might not see a round-based map for at least maybe a month or fuck that and anything, probably like 6 months to a year, which obviously at the time of a year, people are gonna be on to the next Call of Duty, honestly, if this shit doesn't get its, like, shit together. But I'm really scared Activision is gonna force Treyarch Studios or Sledgehammer Games to obviously, like, launch Zombie Chronicles 2 with the massive bomb failure of, like, Vanguard Zombies so far in Daron Fong. And obviously, Activision being the sleazy fucks they are, will probably charge us for operating generators, have the maps change like, you know, a ton, add in the new and just like, why the fuck would you guys change the perk system? Now here's the thing, I'm not like dogging on the perk system for like, you know, Vanguard, since I don't personally think it's that bad yet. I might like, you know, need to really like, you know, go to some therapy to see if I do really like it, but I don't find it that bad. But like Zombie Chronicles 1, I would like everything to remain very, very, very faithful to the originals and everything, so I would like all the original perk machines back. But man, it is definitely looking very rocky for the zombies community and everything right now, especially if like, you know, Zombie Chronicles 2 is released with Cold War or Vanguard. The only conditions I would allow, or not allow, since obviously it's not my fucking choice, but the only conditions I would really like, you know, Zombie Chronicles 2 to release under are: 1, it's released on Black Ops 3, 2, it's released with the original crews, or like, you know, the original people that were on the maps, with obviously like, you know, things like Town, Transit, the CDC, the CIA, and obviously the Transit crew, and that the maps remain unchanged. We have the original perks and all like, you know, the perks in general, which obviously for Cold War, they drip fed like, you know, perks for like, you know, an entire fucking year. And obviously Vanguard, we still don't even have all the perks yet, because they're probably gonna drip feed them for yet again another year. So obviously there's perks like double tap that are not in like, you know, Cold War and are non-Vanguard or anything. So obviously Black Ops 2 would make the most sense, since if you don't add in double tap, fuck yourself. Or at least all the perks, or if you drip feed us, then fuck yourself. But without repeating myself from like, you know, much more for more often, like I said, very scared for Zombie Chronicles 2. I honestly at this point don't want it to happen. And if it does happen, I would really like it released on Black Ops 3, or maybe in tricks like, you know, Black Ops 5 or Black Ops 6, whatever, in 2023, as long as everything returns to Treyarch style, not Black Ops Cold War, not Vanguard, Treyarch style. But that has been all from me and everything today on why I really don't want Zombie Chronicles 2 for like, you know, Black Ops Cold War or Vanguard. Make sure to leave your thoughts down below and what you guys think about this subject. Do you guys want Zombie Chronicles 2? And if so, what game do you want it on? Please, for the love of God, say Black Ops 3. Do not save like, you know, Black Ops Cold War or Vanguard. Please, for the love of God, for my sanity. And yeah, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and stick around for my eventual review on Call of Duty Vanguard Zombies and everything, which will be a pretty lengthy review diving into the deep depths of everything, even though there aren't really depths to explore. But yeah, see you guys later, my amigos, and peace out.